How you going, guys? Thought I might make a bit of a vlog today. There's one for you, Ralphie. Is it vlog or is it V-Rod? You talking about bikes? Nah, it's good. Anyway, go watch Ralphie's Customs. He's over in the UK. Does a lot of custom bike fab. He's got quite a cool little shop over there. Really funny guy. And a very, like I try to control my the way I talk when I'm on YouTube. I try to keep the F-bombs to and stuff like that to minimum or zero, but yeah, he doesn't care, so it's pretty cool. Top bloke. He's a good sort of one of those guys that's sort of starting to get to know quite well now. Me and Arco talk to him quite a bit, and there's a few other guys that are starting to like old Joey's from Mill Creek Fab Shop. I think we're all sort of starting to build quite a community. There's quite a few guys, and like Jeff and Dave from Studebaker Restorations, I talk to them quite a bit now. Actually, a lot of us use this app called Voxer, which is a bit like one of those walkie-talkie type apps. Talk anywhere in the world. So you can just text message, or you can just hold the button down and just do a talk message. They can hear it basically straight away if they've got their phone in their hand and whatever. Like it'll just come up, or just if they happen to have their phone sitting down or in their pocket or whatever, it'll just go beep beep beep, and you pick it up and you can check your message, or you go, oh yeah, sweet, when I'm finished whatever I'm doing, I can get to that. And you can check the message and see where it's come from. So it's pretty cool. It's quite good because you get a voice message instead of a text message. Text message is good, but sometimes you can lose things in translation, especially across the world. Because sometimes you send a text message, and go, what? Because you're talking, even though we all talk English, or a variation of English, sometimes you lose things in translation because we might say certain things different ways. So yeah, it's like our evening meal. We call it tea, whereas in the UK they call it dinner or supper, or in America, sorry, and things like that. Like you can be saying one thing and they be going, "Was you having a cup of tea?" And you go, "No, I'm having my evening meal." So it's like there's lots of things in translation that get lost. So the push to talk's quite good, because if somebody doesn't understand it, go, "Hey, what? What do you mean? I don't quite understand you." And it's instant. You're not trying to type, "Oh man," okay, you're trying to think how they would word it. You can just talk it. So yeah, you can explain. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, talking to quite a few guys. I talked to Jeff and Dave from Studebaker Restorations through it. Talked to Arco through it. I talked to Joey from Mill Creek Fab Shop through it, and also talked to Ralphie. Also occasionally talked to Wayne Reynolds, the guy that gives Arco that crap, his buddy. There's a few others starting to come on board. It's quite a cool toy, or quite a cool app. It's easy to talk, and basically all it does is just cost you normal data that you would use to use Messenger on Facebook or whatever else, other app, form of messaging you use. So it's pretty cool. You can send text, videos, whatever, pictures. So it's good. So anyway, I'm going to get these back doors fitting a bit better. Now, one thing we need to do, which we're trying to find out, see if we can get some pictures. There's a guy in Christchurch, New Zealand, I think he's still up there. A friend of Dad's through the Lynch Car Club. Also the guy that owns this car knows him as well. We've reached out to him and say, look, we need some info off, because he's got one of these that's basically the same thing. But it's meant to have down in here, it comes from here, supposedly goes down over this inner wheel arch, or whatever you want to call it, and then there's a brace that goes that way, and then that way, and that way, and it's a big heavy steel bracket that bolts and screws down to stop all this crap. So we want to get some pictures just to see what it's like. It's easy enough, we can make something up, but if we can get a picture and see what it's like, and we can get, we've got a vehicle here, we can get some rough ideas. Okay, yeah, it comes halfway up here, and look, it looks like it goes 100 mils with 4 inches that way, and 4 inches that way, and 4 inches that way. We can make it. We want to try and get as close as possible to what it should have been, but we just, because the back was cut off this car, it was turned into a truck. Now, somebody asked me, is this the original sheet metal off this car? No, it's from another one, and it's been repaired. Was it part of another body that was found somewhere here in New Zealand? I'm not 100% sure. And it was repaired and made to fit this, and then the back doors were made, and then obviously this was made, like the front doors, the originals. Obviously, so a lot of it is original, or it's original, like this back piece, it's an original back part of the body. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm assuming there's probably these rear fenders and stuff, or guards, what do you want to call them, part of it as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we need to work out to make those braces up to give this some strength, and then there's some little L brackets that the same that going down here to help. This is not bad. This is quite solid through here because it's got this bit more, but needs some brackets through here. And I was sort of looking at it the other day, I was thinking this one's not so bad, but that one there almost sort of twists around a little bit, so it's almost like it needs probably another screw put in here just to help, because it's only got the two. I just wonder if it probably needs, drilled through here, and then like a nice big long, big stiff wood screw put in there, just to help take some of the flicks and crap out of this thing. Because obviously, they wouldn't be wiggling around like that, like the body's moving, like the actual car's moving, but we don't want that, and that'll also help that'll help to line up panels, because we can, once we get it made, we can heat it and twist it and bend it to where we want it, so we can get things to line up a little bit better, because we can flex that around a little bit to get things to fit nice. So I'll stop crapping on, and I'll make some more spaces to try and just get these to line up, so I haven't got this big, are we talking an 1/8 of an inch or a few mil gap there, or ridge. So we try and get these panels lined up a bit better, and then when we get these body braces made up, hopefully in the next few days, but we just want to try and get some pictures first. Or if we can't get pictures, we'll make something. But it'd be nice to have an idea of what they were meant to be like and what they look like, and then we'll get some steel and make something up. So that's cool. So we'll get those sorted hopefully in the next day or two. We're assuming that they tie into this post where the door comes in, so it screws into here or up the back here or something like that. Well, that's what we're not 100% sure on, where it ties into, whether it's on this front edge in here, which is possibly, or it's screwed up the back here or what. So, and then tied down into this bit to give it some guts. So yeah, I'll stop crapping on because it's on 9 minutes in now. Alrighty, cheers. Right, I just want to make an extra little space to put on the top of this door, behind that hinge, so we can get that to just kick out a little bit. I might make another one for the bottom too. It's not too bad. I can probably actually need to hammer and dolly the edge of this door a little bit, but it needs to come out a little bit more. And hopefully that, as that comes out, it'll bring the back edge of this door around a little bit. So as it comes out, it'll kick this in, just get it to fit a little nicer. So I'll unscrew that. So yeah, so like I've got this gap here, like the alignment of the panel down there pretty nice now. Like it's pretty good. And it lines up reasonably well all the way down there. Like as good as you're going to get with wooden frame. Now with a little bit of tweaking here and there, with when we put this brace in, we'll get it better. And you know, obviously with a smoother body filler and everything across the whole thing, we can level it up as long as it's not stupid thick. But my biggest problem is now, if you can see down that edge, it's sticking out. It's good here, but now we're in here, so it almost needs a little more fatness in the door, just through here. It's not bad down, well, it's not great down here, but I think if we brought this panel out by, see in here, there's a wedge in here. I put a little extra material in there. I wonder if I can get another little bit, because it's not actually attached. I can show you. Oh man, the door's on. It's out of the road. See if I can show you in here. How the road drills. So in here, it's not actually, the door panels are not actually fixed to the wood. It's free. So I could slither, put another little I don't know, find a something that's fairly flexible. But like it only needs to be like a mil or mil and a half. So probably like the thickness of like sort of 18 gauge or 16 gauge panel steel or something like that, but timber or something like that, and just slide it in behind this panel and just bulge that panel a little bit, because that could be done. Alrighty guys, so I haven't been here for a couple of days. Just with doing some of these late nights and then trying to video edit and everything, I sort of blew myself out a little bit. And then I had to try and work out what was going on with the car on Monday night. By the time I got to last night, which was Tuesday night, I was just freaking exhausted. So back here tonight, Wednesday night. So I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to do here. I think I partly need to try and get this pillar to this way a little bit. Unfortunately the guy's not home, but actually he's found me got me some more tools, just so I've got some stuff here so I don't have to bring my stuff here. So he's bought me some vice grips, or whatever you want to call them. So these are Milwaukee ones, which are I haven't seen Milwaukee ones here before, but these look pretty cool. They've got the big wide mouth ones. Got a couple sets of those, which are full of Pro ones. So that's handy. But yeah, I need to, it's a metal brace, that right angle brace there. It's meant to go on the bottom of these pillars. I'm not sure if I've got that in the footage from last time when I was editing, because there was a whole bunch of stuff I sort of ended up waffling on. I cut a lot of it out. But yeah, they got to go on there. But I'm, like I said, we're hoping for some photos or something, or video or whatever, of in this other car, so I can get a bit more of a handle on it. Just what was done, and because I don't want to try and make up some spaces for in here to fit this block, this bracket in here over top of here, and then make wooden pieces, and then the seat doesn't fit and silly things like that. So I need a bit more info, you know what I mean, so we can make this correct. So actually, like another guy said to me today, well, it was on one of my last videos, he just commented today. He said, oh, why don't you put nutserts in places like that? Well, it's like, yeah, that's all well and good, and that's all well and good, but in 1925 they didn't use nutserts. So we're trying to make this like it should have been. It's the same reason we're using the flathead wood screws, because that's what they had in 1925. There was other things as well, but that's what was used in this. It'd be nice to use other things, like pieces where you're not really going to see it, like in here, you can use like other different stuff, because it's really not going to be seen, but even these aren't really going to be seen, like on the door hinges and stuff like that, but it's stuff that can be seen quite easily. Whereas when you upholster the seat and put upholstery in here, you're never going to see any of that unless you pull it apart. But we want to try and keep it as close to it as what they would have used within reason, okay, or a modern equivalent that's right, or close to right. So we're trying to do it how they would have done it, I guess, within reason. So I might, it's a bit of pain, I really freaking want some photos so I can just see what they've done. Because I have had quite a Google online and try to find some photos of a vehicle, of a Studebaker within a couple of 3 years of, you sort of 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 sort of thing, so I can get some ideas of how they've done some of these things, but I just can't get any good clear photos, and I haven't really found any videos of anything either, so I'm sort of breaking new ground on that too. Not that I've come across, and I've done a fair bit of Googling, so I haven't come across anything, so I'm sort of breaking the mould on this one, I suppose. Like if somebody else ends up doing something like this, they're going to come across my video and follow what I do. So I'll have a bit of a play around here and see if I can get. I need to make up some more spaces. Righty, so got you a strap between the here and here, like that, because I haven't really got anything else to anchor it onto. Like that's the sort of gap I wouldn't mind at the top, maybe a little bit bigger than that. So just pulling it in. So if I can, hopefully, I don't know, it just depends on what happens over the next night or two, I suppose. I feel like I'm a bit lost here because it's not freaking. I need stuff, and hopefully we've left to need photos and all that sort of shit to see what's going on here, because I can screw this in here and then screw this down and maybe leave it a touch high before I screw it down, so when I actually pull it down tight with some decent screws, it might not let it come back so much. So I bet you if I let this go now, that would have, yeah, jump back to that. So it'd be nice if you could pull it up almost tight, screw that bracket down, and hopefully that this doesn't come back so much. It probably will, but it'd be nice to get that better. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just sort of annoying because I need information to sort of carry on and do things. Yeah, you know, I can probably unscrew this and work out where these brackets come here. So I might do that just to give me something to do and figure out all this windscreen stuff. But anyway. Right. So we look here. Need to make some progress here. Yep, we're country all the way. And even after we're even on the same sports ground as the others. Yeah, miles away. Miles away. If I can show you. Yeah, come with me. Phone. Alright. I'll try and hold this in position, poke you down through the hole at the same time. So yeah, it's hard down sitting on that piece of wood, and where the holes are up there, so it's going to come way down. And then obviously in here, if you can see those two holes there, they've got to line up with those holes in there, which are miles away. So yeah, there's too much. No, there's too much timber in here. This needs to come. I need to shave more off this so I can sit down a bit lower. And so they all line up with those holes over there and these ones in here. That's going to be fun. Anyway, they started, but they never made that fit. So yeah. And now I've got to try and do it. There. Oh, yes, I can't. As long as I can unscrew this. So yeah, I've got to shave it off so it comes down at the top somehow, I think.
this bit to come in lower. It's way too high. Possibly if it comes in, I'll just take material off this face. It should come in and it should line up. I might have to take a little bit off the back here. Put one of those coarser grit things in the roll off sander, and I'll just take a bit of material off there and see how we're doing. I've got one windscreen post bolted on with that bracket, so I've got to sort out some hardware to go in here, obviously, figure out what that needs to be. Sounds there's got to be a screw in here, then obviously probably some wood screws and down here and from in behind. So yeah, I'll just check to see what the time is and decide whether I'm going to start attacking that one or leave it till tomorrow night. I'm probably going to call it tonight, but I just want to have a quick wee look here first. Just trying to see if there's any threads in any of these bits. No. So it's all going to be nut and bolted and screwed and whatever else. So that's cool. What I'll do, since I'm sort of waiting on photos for these other brackets to strengthen the body up, I'll get this other one fitting tomorrow night, and then I'll refit that dash surround that I pulled out and just see what I need for bolts to put the rest of these bits in. Probably need, I don't know, half a dozen. I don't even know whether they are a quarter, 5/16 or quarter or whatever else. I don't know. I'll need to figure out what they are. And get that all screwed together and bolted together. I may just take a little bit more off those couple of little bits and pieces just to get those bolts, layer one bolts slipping through. It's pretty much, you got to wind it past the steel, but it's pretty good. A little bit, fine tuning, but it's on. Yeah, you get the other one fitting, and then reattach that dash and make sure any other bolt holes, because there's some, let's see, where are we? These two here, they've got to line up with those brackets by the looks of it. On these ones, the two that are in here, they've got to line up with that dash panel. But yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there. Yeah, we really need some photos of those brackets and whatever, and try and work that out, and then also see if I can pull that door gate closed on that passenger side, left hand side, that front door. See if there's something we can do with that once we work out these bracket bits and pieces. Get a little bit of, I want some hardboard type sort of stuff which is on. I want some thin bits of that, like a couple of 3mm thick. So basically the sort of like, the thickness of, like a couple of layers of that, so I can see if I can fix this stuff on here just to help push this door skin out a little bit, because it's actually fairly flush down here and fairly flush in here, but it just hasn't got enough shape in that door. So if I can slide a couple of little bits of that hardboard, flex it and slide it in between, between here and here, because like it's open on that front edge on these doors. So like there's that little piece there. I can see if I can slip a little piece in there and just force that to bulge. Same on that side. So we get that stuff to fit better. I don't want to end up with a big thick edge on this door here and fill it with body filler. That's hopeless. I could bend that edge out, and put a little bit extra mud in this area by bending that out. But I don't want to do that either. I'd rather just slip a little bit of timber or that hardboard or whatever you want to call it, that black or that brown sort of wood, or even some sort of fibre board or something that's not going to break down and turn to shit with a bit of moisture, and slip in there. So yeah, we're getting there. Anyway, I'll call it a night. I'm going to go home, probably have a coffee, bang some of this footage together, see if I can make a video up out of what I've got now, because I haven't really got any other videos to put together. I've got a couple of other little bits and clips and bits and pieces to put together from a couple of other things to do. And thanks for all the subs recently. I just hit 640, which is awesome. Be nice to be up about 7, getting close to that 700 or 800, 900 and 1,000. So I'm getting there quicker. Just hit that 640, so that's cool. Maybe I might catch Bad Hombre, it's Garage, another good channel to go watch. He just broke 700. His channel's climbing quite cool, but he's building a hot rod and all that sort of thing, so that helps. But hopefully building this thing will help pull me up, with this sort of bit more of this sort of content and sort of fluffing around with other stuff. But we'll get there. It'll all grow with time. Right guys, we'll catch you later on.